Welcome to Divine Love Tarot. I want to thank you and welcome you to my channel, whether it's your first time here or you return viewer or subscriber. I hope that this message resonates and helps you in some way. If you find that it doesn't, just keep in mind that this is a general reading and they do not resonate for everyone. And you may want to check out your moon sign, your rising sign, or even your Venus sign, because sometimes those are more prominent in your chart. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into your reading. Hey there, Aquarius, and welcome to your April 2019 mid-month love reading. All right, this is from my singles, my couples, my in-betweens, my not sure what's going on, I want to know who's coming towards me. Okay, this reading is going to clear up the energies for this mid-month time frame. But then, whenever you watch this video, if it resonates, it resonates. Okay, it doesn't really matter about the time. So let's go ahead and get into it, all right? The first card is going to represent your current energy, okay, Aquarius? All right. And we've got Judgment in reverse. Next card represents your challenge, what's crossing that energy. Three of Pentacles in reverse. Next card represents energies from the past that you may be dealing with. Ace of Wands in reverse. The energy of the person that's coming towards you or the person that you're already dealing with. Four of Swords. What is it that you want? Lovers card. What's driving you? Motivating factor. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Advice. Six of Swords in the reverse. Gosh, Aquarius. External factors. Ace of Swords in the reverse. Possible outcome, Five of Swords in the reverse. So let's go ahead and pull some clarifiers to see if we can get a better picture of what's going on here. And then at the end of this reading, I will pull a Romance Angel Oracle card for a final message, okay? Aquarius, what's up? All right, with Judgment, we've got Temperance in reverse. Six of Wands in the reverse. Six of Cups in the reverse. Okay, the energy of the person you're dealing with. Ten of Wands. Okay, what you want. We've got the World in the reverse. Internal factors, Chariot in the reverse. Empress in the reverse. Someone, did y'all just have, what the hell? Six of Swords again in the reverse. Okay. Okay, now, I've done 12 readings today, okay? And I shuffle my cards thoroughly. I mix them up after every reading. Aquarius, what the hell is going on? We've got 1, 2, 3 cards in the upright out of 2 different decks. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get into it. All right, let's get into it. All right, we're starting off with Judgment in reverse, clarified by Temperance in reverse. So Judgment in reverse, I feel, is asking us, what are we in denial about? What is it that we're not seeing? What is it that we don't want to acknowledge, okay? And it's also about a fear of the unknown, sometimes about isolation. So I think that you're dealing with a lack of harmony, whether it's within yourself or with a relationship. And let's just say it's within yourself. So it's almost like you're kind of keeping to yourself right now because you're not feeling yourself, okay? Aquarius, you're not feeling yourself right now. Something has kind of got you off your game. Your motivation, something from the past or someone from the past has kind of got you second guessing yourself. That's what I'm kind of feeling here, all right? Someone that you want another chance with or someone that you feel like you have unfinished business with, okay? For those of you who are in a relationship, I do feel like there are issues from the past. You guys went through a period of stagnation that may have created a lot of insecurity for you as far as your relationship. Maybe you feel like things should be progressing more than they are, and they're not, okay? You feel like there's a lack of cooperation here, and that's also making you feel insecure, making you feel less confident about the whole entire situation. Maybe the person that you're dealing with has decided to take a break because they feel like there's too much going on here, okay? And that's leaving you kind of like up in the air, like, oh, damn, what's going on? This person just kind of took a break from me, okay? Yeah, this reading is an Aquarius reading. It's unorthodox. I'm not even really going in direction. I'm just seeing where the energy is pulling me right now. Definitely some of you have a connection, a soulmate connection, a lesson that you're learning. There may be some unfinished business with you and someone, okay? For some of you, this could be a Gemini. For some of you, this could be another Aquarius or a Capricorn, where you feel like, this person may be the one for you, okay? But somehow, either you're in denial or you feel like you've made a mistake about something. But your challenge is that a lack of cooperation really has you feeling unmotivated, has you feeling like you're not being supported, okay? For those of you who are single, okay, if you are absolutely single, or if you're single but there's kind of somebody in the picture, if it seems like right now, if you're single and there's nobody in the picture, no one's coming right now, okay? Things are kind of quiet, and it's really time for you to handle some business, okay? It's really time for you to meditate and focus on your responsibilities. Some of you really have a lot of burden, or you're feeling really burdened by something that has nothing to do, either it has nothing to do with relationships, or you are dealing with this heavy burden from the past, okay? These issues from the past. For some of you, this was, maybe it was a loss of a child, okay? It could have been a loss of a child. It could have been a breakup, okay, with someone that you have children with, okay? Or it could have been the first breakup. Your first breakup could have been really rough, and it's kind of affected you. And so every time you have a breakup, or every time you have a situation where things aren't going great, it kind of totally like takes you off course and takes you off track. All right, so some of you really got to work on that. It's like you can't keep running from this issue. You got to kind of face it, all right? Face it so that you can get over it. But for some of you who are in a relationship, the other person in the situation, they need a break because it's gotten very stressful. All right. The second guessing, the chaos, the lack of harmony, the lack of support of each other, the lack of cooperation, all of it has become too much. And so maybe even though there's a lot of love here, or whatever the case is, this other person is not able to deal. It's just too much. It's too heavy for them, okay? So they may take a little break from you, which is of course going to cause you to feel insecure, to feel and question the security and the commitment in this relationship, and to really question what direction things are actually going in, okay? For some of you, you're really questioning the relationship, questioning the stability, the future, the security of it all, the foundation of it all, and also this person's intentions, okay? Again, you've got to figure out either how to get out of this rut, whether you're single or in a relationship and things have gone stagnant for you. But also, in order to get out of the rut, we really got to figure out what's the cause of our problems. What's the cause of this all? What's the cause of things? Why have things gone so terribly wrong? Okay? And I keep getting pulled back to this Ace of Wands in the reverse, and this Six of Cups in the reverse, okay? So it's a situation where, you know, that's emotional. That's an emotional black hole if I ever saw one, okay? Those two cards together really indicate that there's a lack of, there was a time where, I mean, you weren't even able to grow, okay? This was a stunted emotions, okay? Stunted emotionally. So something in your past stunted your emotional growth for some of you, okay? And maybe you're just now realizing that that's what you've been dealing with in your emotional life, and you're taking a step back because you're kind of like, wow, I didn't know this. Okay, so maybe you're the one who said that, you know what, maybe I need to take a break. And this other person recognized it because they've been frustrated, perhaps, trying to deal with you. For those of you who have been in a relationship with someone for some time now, okay? And this is a relationship for some of you, whether you guys are off and on again or it's been continuous, okay? It's been something and you're not ready to end it, but you really have got to work out your own internal issues, okay? You really got to work out your fears. You have a fear of commitment, some of you. Some of you have a fear, not of committing, but you have a fear that someone will not commit to you. All right. External factors, we've got the Ace of Swords in the reverse. All right, which represents this person is maybe a little bit confused because it's like, well, this person, do they love me? But I don't know what's going on, especially if you kind of just pull back suddenly. All right. Or if you just came out and was like, bah, nothing's working. I don't know. I don't feel loved. I don't feel supported. They're like, WTF. But then also, they have an Empress in reverse here. So it's either a situation where this person isn't giving you. I kind of feel like this person feels like you're not giving them. They're confused because they feel like you're not giving them the attention and the affection and the nurturing that they would like in a relationship, even though you say you want them. Okay, this is for those of you who are in a relationship. Um, and so, you know, maybe they're smothering. Um, it's like for some of you, somebody may be attempting to do too much, okay? Maybe that's where they're contemplating taking this break. Maybe you said you wanted a break and they're still coming at you because they're like, no, we can fix this. I can fix this with this 10 of Wands, okay? Maybe they want to do too much and you're just like, listen, this is something that I need to do for myself, okay? Some of you may be dealing with a Taurus or a Libra, okay, with this Empress energy over here. This person may be a little bit demanding of you also. And so that's also probably further, kind of throwing you off balance, okay, Aquarius? For some of you, I think this person feels like you're not being honest or you're not being truthful with them or not telling them the whole story. Okay, moving on to the possible outcome of this all, we've got the Five of Wands in the reverse. So this shows me where we're working on the conflict. Okay, we're working on the, how do I want to put it? It's, we're working on this power struggle, okay? For those of you who had multiple people, that you had interested in you, it's about whittling down the competition, still working on the stagnation, okay? Still feel like you're not able to get out of it. For some of you, you feel like there has been some underhandedness, all right, in this situation. Somewhere, somehow. And, that could be the truth, especially if this person is representing this Empress in reverse energy, this very demanding, my needs first type of energy without giving back. You could feel like they're undermining your progress, right? But also, I think it's going to take some real compromising to move away from this stagnation for those of you who are in a relationship, okay? For those of you who are single, I think you're really going to have to really pay attention to where the source of conflict comes from within you in order to get out of this rut, okay? And I think the advice is the outcome. The advice is really to self-reflect, okay? With the Six of Wands, you're not able to, I'm sorry, the Six of Swords in reverse, it means that you're not able to transition to where you need to be because there's some type of anxiety, okay? There's something that needs to be resolved before you can move on. And I think a lot of you, it is anxiety. For some of you, it is a lack of confidence, deep-seated, whether it's apparent on the outside or not. It's something that internally, and the theme that I feel like some of these mid-months, even for the monthly readings, sometimes they have a theme for the month. And this month, it's triggers. And for some of you, I think you're dealing with someone who, inadvertently may trigger you to a time where you felt very very low about yourself, okay? Whether, like I said, this was the first breakup, maybe you're seeing the person who was the person that broke up with you for the first time. For my singles, it's really about you still, getting over maybe something that you pushed deep down, that you thought you could get over, but it keeps on resurfacing. So now it's really time to face it, so that you can move on versus being stuck in this cycle. For some of you, you've been stuck in a relationship cycle, all right, with this Lovers card and the in the World in reverse, not able to complete it because you keep revisiting. You keep feeling like you're on top of the world and then you're under the world. You're on top of the world and then you're under the world, right? You're doing well and then bam, something pulls you right back to these past issues where you felt like nothing was going right, where you felt like you couldn't make anything happen, where you felt like you couldn't manifest anything you wanted, you felt powerless. That's what I've been trying to, oh, Jesus, it came finally. You felt powerless, okay? So now it's about finding your power again, okay, Aquarius? You've got to find your self-power and stop feeling like, anyone else can take it away or lessen it or increase it. Only you can. All right. So let's go ahead and, geez, that was like a lightning bolt. I've been trying, every time I look at that Ace of Wands in reverse, I'm like, what is it that I'm trying to say? Your power, and it could be, like I said, for some of you, it's something that happened very early on, either in your childhood or like your first relationship, where someone really made you feel like, your hands were tied behind your back, like you had no control and no power and just left you kind of emotionally broken, okay? But you're not there anymore. You're not that person anymore, okay? No one should make you feel that way. Your confidence comes from you, Aquarius, all right? Oh, this is deep, This is really deep. All right, so let's go ahead and let's see what the romance angels have to say about this. Wrap this reading up. All right, Aquarius. The romance angels say that for some of you, there is a soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate, okay? So, others of you, you've got the honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So, for my singles, this is kind of indicating that change of pace. Maybe you meet someone on a vacation. That will help you get out of the rut that you're in. Go on a little trip. You might meet someone, okay? Let me go ahead and, for the soulmate card, Also, for my singles, this card indicates that your soulmate is coming. Okay, so once you work through the things that you need to work through, that's when the soulmate comes. Okay, so you chose this card because you wonder if a certain person is your soulmate, and the answer is yes. As we all do, you have many soulmates, beings with whom you share a mystical soul connection and life path. Soulmates incarnate with a plan of coming together for mutual spiritual and personal growth. As you suspected, the person you're inquiring about is one of yours. That sense of familiarity and comfort you felt when you first met also indicates your soulmate bond. This card sometimes comes to those who ask, when will I meet my soulmate? Or will I ever meet my soulmate? As validation that this will occur, many times this is a person whom you already know. Although romantic sparks didn't fly at first, you'll have another opportunity to explore passion together. Okay, so for some of you, maybe you've taken a break from someone, this person has taken a break from you, but eventually you guys will wind up coming back together. It's just that, there's some things that you've got to work on. I think in this case, for those of you who are going through a break, you both have things that you need to focus on and work on before you can come back together. And for my singles, I think you need to change the pace. And I think that you also need to, work through this rut and this stagnation that you've been in. Work on the insecurity, work on building up your confidence. Sometimes we can say daily intentions, look in the mirror, daily affirmations, all right? And yeah, so if you would like a personal reading, if you feel like any of this hit home for you and you want a more personalized reading, you guys can contact me. If you enjoyed the reading, make sure you hit that like button. Let me know in the comments, okay? And I will definitely see you guys. Oh, make sure you're subscribed also. All right, subscribe. I'll see you guys at the next reading. Bye, Aquarius.